Monica Mohindra. Welcome back to the Valder Beebe Show. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having us and putting a spotlight in veterans in this way.
Well, I come from a military family, so there's no way I could pass up an opportunity to talk with you about Military Appreciation Month. Could you just remind my audience what that is?
Military Appreciation Month is a time to acknowledge and thank and work with the veterans and the military service members in your life and your community, just like the Veterans History Project does all day, every day.
That segues perfectly into the Veterans History Month. I kind of surveyed my audience, and if they weren't connected to the military, they don't really know what it is. They thought it was like the 4th of July or Veterans Day. So tell them what the Veterans History Project is.
The Veterans History Project is several things all at the same time, and it is absolutely for everyone. The idea was really started 25 years ago through unanimous legislation of Congress for all of us to consider who is the veteran in our life. You may think that you're not military service connected, but someone out there is part of your life who is a veteran. Who is that person? Sit down with them, record their story for the Library of Congress, your Library of Congress, to contribute to this national understanding of our shared history. We're looking for stories of U.S. veterans who served from World War I through the recent conflicts. By participating, you are participating in history and expanding our understanding of that. Because it's been around for 25 years, it's also already an existing important national archive and collection of 120,000 veterans' first-person narratives from all over the country, from Alaska to Puerto Rico, from Maine to Guam. And this is really at a great time during this month to hop in there and see how it is that you are connected, because you are.
Okay, I'm going to take this one from one of the platforms that is a part of the Valder Beebe Show. This one happens to be Instagram. The poster wants to know how to collect a story. Do they have to write it? Can they do an audio? Can they do a video? What do they do?
First, thanks to your poster for that question. It's a terrific question. I invite everyone who's listening and participating with the Valder Beebe Show to come to the Library of Congress Veterans History Project website, which is LOC for Library of Congress.gov, G-O-V for government, /vets for V-E-T-S. And there you will find everything you need. The forms so that your veteran retains their copyright, so that we know who the historian is. It's you that's helping us gather this story. Sample questions to get you started on your journey. How to use that recording device you might be carrying around in your pocket to record it. And the instructions for making sure it gets to the Library of Congress and is a session to be part of this important national archive. It's really that simple. Just go to that website, loc.gov/vets. It'll get you everything you need to get started.
There you go, poster. Thank you for that question. Okay, Monica, what is the Veterans History Project doing? Are you guys doing a big celebration? What are you doing for this 25-year history?
It is a year-long celebration that we're inviting you and your listeners to help us meet a mark. We're at over 120,000 individual stories right now in our 25th year. We really think if everyone stops and thinks about the veteran in their life and helps out, we can get to 125 so that we have that nice symmetry in the number by the end of this year. Plus, participation, engagement, sitting with the veteran in your life in this time frame of the 25th year helps to create that greater understanding, which will just feed on itself as it's been doing since the beginning of the project. But also come join us on platforms like Instagram. The Library of Congress is sharing images and stories from the Veterans History Project. Facebook has the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress posts, which share photographs and video and little windows into these amazing collections. We have a blog series of 25 blog posts, starting with the first director of the Library of Congress Veterans History Project. And there are events happening in communities around the country to gather with institutional organizations, colleges, universities, museums, others who've been participating with the project for many years, really putting a spotlight on this effort. So please join us first at the website, and that'll get you to all the other ways in which you can help us celebrate.
Oh, and my audience to know, I've had the honor to present to you Monica Mohidra. She's the director of the Veterans History Project. Monica, this is such a worthy project, and I just can't express how great this is for America at this time, at this day. So I want to thank you guys for doing this so well. Where, once again, can my audience go and get more information?
I appreciate that appreciation, and I throw it back at all of the people around the country who have continued to make sure that this project moves forward through collective action together. And just come join us at the Library of Congress, your Library of Congress website, LOC for Library of Congress.gov, G-O-V for government, /vets for veterans.
Monica Mohidra, you just did service proud. So thanks for being my guest on the Valder Beebe Show.
I appreciate the spotlight you're throwing on veteran stories. Thank you, Valder.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/Valder Beebe Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.